Well, hello, my YouTube family. Two down, people. Three more to go. And it's a rainy, blah, rain all day, spritz all day kind of a day. Just one of those, I really don't feel like going to work today. But I did, and I'm back. Another day achieved. You know, they had your girl making phone calls again today while I'm answering the phone, while I'm talking to clients. I thought we were done with that, but apparently not. No. And the person who was bringing it to me, he normally brings it to me. I don't know if it was ever his idea for me to make these phone calls, but one of the managers, I use that term loosely, bright idea. Well, why don't we get Nancy to do some of these phone calls? Nancy picks up the calls. Why does she have to make the calls? Anyway, he came to me. It's been a couple of weeks since we did this. As soon as I saw him come my way, I'm like, and I saw the paper in his hand, I'm like, well, it doesn't take a rocket scientist. And I didn't smile. I didn't, okay, you want me to make these phone calls? Okay, fine. I did what I wanted to do, and then I just kind of left the rest because, hey, I'm answering phone calls and people are coming at me. I'm not going to rush this. So there you go. Apparently, it's going to be, it is a once a week thing. So it is what it is. I can't say nothing. I don't plan on saying anything. My face, I don't have a poker face. You can tell if I'm pissed off just on just on my face alone. I don't have to say a word. The attitude will come right here. Me cursing you out will come. But you can't say I said anything. You can't say I called you anything. Unless you started reading minds. And no. Okay, so that was that with that upon that. Um, oh, but I gotta tell you something juicy. One of these moments where you want to eat your popcorn and just, mm, there was an aide that came to the office, the agency today, and oh, she had something to get off her chest. Excuse, and she needed to speak to Queen of Darkness. So I sent Queen of Darkness an email saying that this person wanted to speak to you because apparently Queen of Darkness had a whole bunch of people coming in and out of her office and none of them with, good news. So by the time I sent her the email, she was already in a mood because she emailed me back with just one word. It was somebody's name. So I knew that this person didn't come to see Queen of Darkness. She came to see somebody else. So I told the person, I said, okay, well, you're really here to see so-and-so. Oh, your supervisor doesn't want to see me? I said, she just sent me an email saying that you need to see such and such. Okay, fine. Attitude galore. So I contact this person. Well, why is she coming here today? She's supposed to come in on Wednesday. I said, well, she's here today. And Queen of Darkness, as soon as I say her name, y'all can't say shit to me. Queen of Darkness says that she needs to see you. Oh, okay, well, just have her sit there because I'm not ready for her. You know when she was ready for her? She came in at about quarter, no, 20 minutes to 11. She was not seen because the person that she really needed to speak to wasn't ready for her until about quarter to 12. Okay. But, okay, let me finish this story and then I have to backtrack. So quarter to 12 came and Apparently, it was one of those, we all need to sit in a conference room and have a discussion, including Queen of Darkness. So they were all in there. But we have mighty thin walls. And I was listening to the entire drama. Hunty, I don't know if everybody is aware, but you don't really argue with island folk. Accents get very thick and voices get raised to the utmost. And one thing's for certain, Queen of Darkness does not stand for anybody's voice getting raised above hers. So if anybody's going to be raising any voices, it will only be her, or so she thinks. First of all, I was trying to do the phone calls, but the conversation was sounding a little too juicy. So I put the phone down and I just kind of, my ears like that. I was just listening in. But the meeting was longer than like a 15, 20. This must have lasted. It lasted after I left to go to lunch, because I left, of course, the one time I want them to not come cover me for lunch so early, that's when, whose turn was it? Mini Alpha, that's when she decides to come and cover for me early. Like yesterday, normally my lunch is supposed to be from 12:15 to 1 o'clock. Yesterday, Alpha didn't come and cover for me until about 12:35, 12:40. Today, I would have appreciated that same time so I could hear what was going on. And no, Mini Alpha decides to cover for me at exactly the time she's supposed to. So by the time I came back to the office, everything was already resolved, or was it? I don't know, because that particular aide was gone. But to rewind it back to what I was going to say, earlier this morning, there was another aide that Queen of Darkness asked her to come in at 10:30. Queen of Darkness has this thing about, she tells people to come at a certain time, and then a whole hour and a half later, that's when she decides to see you. Like, how rude. You can't have these people just sit there. I purposely believe she forgets that they're sitting there. I frankly, you can't have that. That is so rude, which is why a lot of people are not fond of this particular agency that I work for. But anyway, so after a while, after about an hour and a half or so, the woman comes to me and she goes, let her know that I'm leaving. I can't wait anymore. I didn't have a problem with it. I really understood, because why are you having this woman? But to Queen of Darkness's defense, there was another aide who came in, and she cut in front of this one because she had to speak to Queen of Darkness. Oh, I have to speak to her. She went to speak to one of the coordinators, and then instead of coming back to the reception area, which you are supposed to do, so I can tell whoever you need to see that you need to see them, no, they go around in the back. So she just cut right through in the back and went to go see Queen of Darkness. Queen of Darkness called me and told me, oh, let so-and-so know that she's going to have to wait a little bit longer because somebody just walked into my office. And I knew exactly who it was, because when the woman came in, she came in with an attitude. And I've seen her before. But she came in with an attitude. Bitch, don't come at me. You're not mad at me. You're mad at so-and-so or such and such. And I gave her that look like, you know, because she came in, not a good morning. Normally she's good morning and this. Oh, she came in, steam was coming out of her nostrils. Who is above Queen of Darkness? I said, I really don't know. Oh, well, I need to speak to her, or I need to speak to somebody above her. I said, well, the person above her is not in this office. They're in the corporate office. Oh, well, fine. I need to speak to her. Okay, can I tell her what it's about? I just need to speak to her. Oh, but before that, I'm going to go see one of the coordinators. I said, so you don't want me to call her now? No, I'm going to see one of the coordinators. But make sure you write my name down so you can tell her that I want to see her. I said, okay. Wrote her name down. And as I'm writing her name down, I looked at her like, ew. And she looked at me and just kept it pushing. Because she's never been that way with me before. So that's why I gave her a look like, not with me, you're not mad at me. No sirree, bub. Reel that attitude back. So she went, and like I said, instead of coming back to the front desk to wait, because she knew damn well there was somebody ahead of her. Oh no, she wasn't going to stand for it. She wasn't going to wait. She went into my supervisor's. At least Queen of Darkness didn't realize that it wasn't me that let her go through. And then after she had spoken and said her piece with whatever it was that was on her mind, she came back out here. She came back out to the reception area and she spoke to the person who was waiting an hour and a half. She said, "Are you waiting to see Queen of Darkness?" And the woman said, "Yes." She goes, "Oh, well, good luck to you, because this place sucks. I am so tired of this place." And off she went. Okay. So glad you wanted to share your piece with everybody. And then after that, this poor person waited another 25 minutes or so. That's when she said, "Let her know that I'm not waiting any longer." I said, "Okay, I'm going to let her know right now." I got up. I went to Queen of Darkness's office. And I said, "Oh, the woman that was waiting outside, she said she's no longer going to waiting. She's got to go. She's no longer waiting." And Queen of Darkness gave me a look like, "Well, tell her to come in and she could sit down." Like, everybody got attitude with me. Y'all need to reel that shit back, including Queen of Darkness. But I didn't pay. I said, okay. Went back out there and I said, "Oh, you can go and sit in her office." She went in. They spoke whatever they needed to speak. And it was after that, while this woman was in Queen of Darkness's office, that's when the other one came in. The one that I was like, she came in afterwards. So it was a very hopping day. Not for me per se, but there was tension in the air. Okay, lips of the day. It's just one thing. It's liner and fill. I lined and filled it. It is the L'Oreal Lacque. Y'all remember these, right? L'Oreal Lacque lip color. And this is in the shade number 203, Lacquerized. Y'all can't see that. But it's number 203, Lacquerized. Sticks to your lips. I could be in a tornado. I can be in a hurricane. I could, end of days. And this ain't going nowhere. So that was that with that upon that. And I even got compliments. Yes, I did. I got another compliment. Ooh, you look so nice and your makeup is done so well. So I'm thinking to myself, see, even with my head looking the way it does, I still get compliments. Hey. Okay, so that is that with that upon that. Okay, people, sit down. Because there's something else I have to discuss. Somebody needs to talk me off this ledge. Because remember, I told you I needed to find another dewy foundation that's just as dewy as the LA Girl foundation. Like, I've never been as dewy as when I was wearing. I think I found another one that's going to make me just as dewy. And it's been out for a while. And it's, of course, late to the party. People have done videos on it, done reviews on it. It's come and gone, and here I go. Hi. I finally found you. And I've been reading up on it, and I've seen videos on it, and it gives the look, the appearance of that dewiness that I love oh so much. And it is, wait for it, it is the Too Faced Do You foundation. DEWU. Well, y'all already know. Of course, everybody already knows. Here I come late to the party as usual. Yeah, but it's the price tag that's really kind of stopping me in my tracks just a little bit. Why it gotta be $38? Then again, I really can't say anything because I did happen to buy a NARS foundation way back when, the NARS Glow in Macau. That was my shade. That was what, 54, 52, 54? And I managed to plunk down the amount for that one. But I was a little younger and more on the foolish side. And Nancy, do you really need to do you? You got all these damn foundations, girl. All of them practically brand new. Really. Do you really need another one? I'm just saying, people. I'm just saying. It's right there. It's waiting in the wings in my Amazon cart. It's not in the cart, but it's the, yeah. Saved for later, that kind of a thing. But I saw the dewiness. I don't know why I'm obsessed with the whole dewy look. It's just a youthful glow that I really like. And y'all know, I'm going to be 102, and I'm still going to be wanting that youthful glow. Who wants to look old? It's enough my hair is gray all over the place. I am no longer in my 20s, no longer in my 30s, no longer in my 40s. I am in my mid 50s, but I still want to look. I still want to look youthful as I possibly can. And so, the youthful glow, if it's coming from a foundation, that's where I'm gonna have to get it from. Okay. Not that there's nothing wrong with the one I am wearing. I'm wearing the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue, the one I showed you yesterday. That's going to be all week. I am loving it. It's extraordinarily hydrating. I love the fact that it doesn't give me that sticky, tight, taut feeling that some foundations can tend to do. They dry up, even though they're moisturizing. Sometimes they dry up and they kind of make your face feel tight. None of my foundations, I can honestly say, have done that. All of them, I love every single one of them. My favorite, of course, is the LA Girl one, LA Girl Pro. Dewy to the nth degree. But to find another one, y'all already know where I'm going with this, right? Y'all already know. And I keep saying, every foundation that I buy, I keep saying, this is the last foundation. I do not need another foundation. Just like I don't need another lip gloss, I don't need another lipstick. I don't need another blush. I don't need another mascara. I really, honest to God, don't need anything else. I don't. Like, when do you stop, Nancy? When do you stop? Probably till the day I die. Let's pray to Jesus that doesn't come for an extraordinarily long time. But I really, I need to put the brakes. I'm pretty much done with loose powders. I have really two loose powders that I change probably just as weekly as I do with because I've noticed that I'm using this one. I've used this one yesterday and I used it today. So I think I'm going to use my loose powders the way I'm using my foundations. Devin Antoine, I am so in love with you right now because of this like it's not rocket science. Like the idea that you came up with is not rocket science to anybody, to anybody. But to me, I don't even know why I never thought of using one foundation a week. I would either just change them at the whim or change them on the daily. So but I do know for a fact that I can't use one foundation for a month. Like that would really use up a lot of the foundations. That I would get antsy, and I can't even use them for 2 weeks. Once I'm done with if I take a foundation and I use it for a week, I'm good. Because by Friday and by Sunday night, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to use a new foundation. Because I start to get a little itchy by Thursday-ish. It's like, oh, do I still have to use this one? Of course I don't have to. I don't have a gun to my head. But I'm noticing that you use up a little bit more product by using a foundation per week. And Devin Antoine, I love that name. Devin Antoine, yes, thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Just thank you for just coming up with such a simplistic idea. But it's genius for me. It is absolute genius for me. And now I'm noticing that I'm coinciding it with my loose powders. And like I was telling you, I have two really big loose powder. Yeah, two loose powder. I think I have. Yeah, two loose powders. I have one that's a foundation powder, but these are, two setting powders that I'm now noticing that I'm using along with my foundations. Like I'm using this one right now, which is my Avon Personal Match loose powder in tan. And I'm noticing that I used it yesterday, I'm using it today, and I changed it, I think, from last week. Or maybe I used it last week too, I'm not really sure. But I think I'm going to use them the same way that I'm using the foundations. And then next week, it'll be my L'Oreal Translucide. So I'll just be switching back and forth. So thank you again, Devin. Thank you. Okay, so I think that's basically it in a nutshell, people. I know some of y'all just want to push me over the edge to get that Too Faced Do You foundation. And of course, I want to go down a list. I want to go down a list of the dewiest foundations ever known to man. Well, so far, LA Girl Pro coverage, that is a phenomenal foundation for me. For me, I can't really speak because everybody's skin is different, obviously. But for me, love the dewiness. And then I saw all the reviews of the Too Faced Do You. I even saw a few videos of the girls applying and having it set, and it just leaves this nice little glow and dewiness and moisturizing and all of that. I'm like, oh damn. But that price, though. But Too Faced is not cheap, so it's a pretty high end. It falls under the category of high end products. It's definitely not drugstore. Now, if I can find a drugstore foundation that has the same effect as the Do You, then I'll jump on the bandwagon for that. But knowing me, I would buy that one, the drugstore one, and I'll wind up buying the Too Faced one anyway. So why don't you y'all know me all too well, just cut to the quick things, just buy the damn thing and just be done with it. Y'all are right. Y'all are right. Okay, so I guess when I get it, and I notice I say when and not if, when I get it, I will let you know. It is what it is. There is also another foundation that I saw. I don't remember who it was that was reviewing it. It's a Bourjois foundation. It comes in it's like a glass bottle, I think with a red top and red lettering. It's Bourjois something. I know it's from Bourjois. I think it's not Rimmel. Well, it's Bourjois. It's a different company. But I remember seeing a review on that foundation, and it was just as dewy, but they don't have my shade. Of course, I could buy the darkest shade and then mix it with the LA Pro or the Too Faced one or whatever. Gee, Nancy, what mode could you possibly be in? Could it be foundation mode again? Oh, and Carrie, if you're watching, um, there was a mother who came into the office. Thank God it was like 20 minutes to 5 and it was almost time to go. 2 children, 2 girls. One was about 4 or 6. Yeah, I'd say she was about 6. And the little one was about 2 or 4. You know when kids are having a good time and they go for that high squeal pitch because they're running around and yeah, she was doing that, but she was doing it in the back. I could hear the scream from where I was. I said, oh, no, 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 this will not do. Not in a million years, not up in here. So the mother must have realized, okay, this isn't going to go well. She told the little girl, wait for me in the car, lock the door, and bring your little sister. You two can stay in the car because I'll be right out. Now, personally, I have a problem with that. Even though I think she parked just basically outside the building, but still, it's a little kid. But you know, mom's got to do what mom's got to do, and you can't keep running around the place around with your child. Why she let the child run around to begin with, I don't. Kids today are not raised the way I was raised. If my mother told me to sit down and don't move, that is what you do. You sit your ass down and you don't move. You don't squeal, you don't itch, you don't scratch, you don't fart, you don't play with your fingers. You sit there and wait until mother's done with whatever she was doing, and then oh, not this day and age. Everybody's willy-nilly with their kids. I don't have children, and this is probably why. Anyway, that is that upon that. Again, I will let you know if I end up buying 2 foundations, because now I got the Bourjois thing in my head, and that one's just as dewy. So I'm in so much trouble. I can't even. Okay. Okay. And I can't really say, well, it's a Christmas gift to myself. We ain't even off of October, much less going into a gobble gobble month. So what are you doing? Okay. All right. That's it. That's all. I love you. I love my YouTube family. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. If any of you have the Too Faced Do You foundation, please let me know. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Is it worth that amount of money? And if anybody has the Bourjois, I think it's called Healthy something. Bourjois Healthy Complexion or a healthy foundation. It's in a glass bottle. If anybody out there has that one, even if you know what I'm talking about, let me know. Let me know. Okay? Dewiness. It's my weakness. It's my kryptonite. I can't help it. Okay, well, that is it. That is all. This is Lips of the Day. I love you. I love my YouTube family. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. Again, fill me in on the whole foundation thing. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay? I love you. Mwah. Bye now.